Shri Krishna. So today is Tuesday and June 16, 2026. And as we speak, right, moon is now in Punarvasu Nakshatra in Mithuna Rashi, right, and in conjunct with Mercury. So this is going to be definitely moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra part 2. So if you have not watched part 1, please watch part 1, right, before you come to part 2. And this is specifically moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra, also called Punarpusam. Yeah. All right. So please watch part 1 before you come to part 2. Otherwise, there's no point. There can be a little bit crossover of information, but it is also important. I am stressing it for a reason. Okay. All right. Before we start, the usual bells and whistles. Do like the video if you like it, share it with your friends and family, and do press the bell button, the subscription or the notification button. Yeah, do share your comments in the comment section as well, and also please give your honest feedback. It would help all of us, including myself. I know many of you have already shared, so thank you. And the last one is weekly Wednesday, 7:20 p.m. Central Time, US. I teach free live classes in Clubhouse in the Vedic Astrology Club. And this week also, it's going to be about the second part of, work versus business kind of combinations. Last week was part 1. So again, tomorrow there'll be a live session. Yeah. So if you want to join, you can join if you are interested in Vedic astrology. So you have to download the iOS or Android app that is called Clubhouse, right? And then enroll in Vedic Astrology Club. All of it is free. I've also shared the link in the comment section as well. So you can look into the description box where I've shared, yeah? If you're interested to learn Vedic astrology, okay? And everything is free. So it'll be touch and go kind of a thing, yeah? All right. Punarvasu Nakshatra. Okay, part 2. Watch part 1 before you come to part 2, and specifically moon. Okay, year 2006 would have been very difficult, right? And do understand Punarvasu. Punarvasu means wealth, knowledge, right? It is just not money, right? Wealth, knowledge, wisdom, morals, ethics. Okay, I will also tell you one more thing, that whoever has got moon in Punarvasu, anywhere between 2025 last year to 2026 this year, you would have had issues with your job or your business, boss change, job change, profession change, company change. All those things would have happened. You would have had a difficult time period. Yeah. So you can also validate that piece as well in the comment section. Okay. All right. Punarvasu, Jupiter Nakshatra. Okay. This nakshatra has got dual energy. It's broken. It's got a dual energy, right? In a way, when I say dual, this dual energy is very difficult. The first time may not work well. The second time will work. Okay. Same thing, it is also sitting in a dual Rashi. Jupiter is not dual, but where it is sitting is in Mercury Rashi. That is dual. Okay. So remember that. All right, that is where the problem is. Okay, and the first 3 padas are sitting in Gemini, and Mercury Rashi is dual. Mercury is dual as the depositor here. The nakshatra lord Jupiter is not dual, but this nakshatra has the trait. The first 3 padas can be little bit difficult, challenging. The 4th pada is the best pada of Punarvasu, which comes to Cancer. Okay, and it is in Moon Rashi, right? And in a way, if you also see that the 4th pada is Pushkara Navamsa and Vargotama. Yeah. And if you see when moon is in Gemini, it's usually 12th to Cancer. Okay. And it's second to Taurus. So 12th to Cancer means loss of that house by Bhavat Bhavam. Second to Taurus means it's kind of sitting in a Maraka house. I say Taurus because it's moon's own, just not a own house, it's Mula Trikona and as well as exaltation Rashi. Okay, so moon is kind of stuck exactly in between. One side exaltation Mula Trikona Rashi, other side as own house. Okay, own Rashi. All right. Next. Okay, next as we look at it, the 4th pada, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd pada is a little bit of a challenge and a tricky one. Okay, so when I say the 1st, 2nd, 3rd pada challenge and tricky, what you are supposed to do is few things you can work around it. Okay, because moon is coming to a Mercury Rashi and it's kind of sitting Bhavat Bhavam by 12 to Cancer and second to its own exaltation Rashi Taurus. Whenever moon comes to Gemini, right? In your birth chart, I'm not taking transit. In your birth chart, whenever moon is in Gemini, doesn't matter, right? Don't commit anything to people immediately. That is first thing. Moon in Gemini people also don't like the ambiguity, right? They want to know what is ahead of them, right? They usually have this nervous breakdown, nervous weakness, mental breakdown, all those things will happen. Okay? So do nice exercise for your head. Okay? Second. Third is don't take overnight decisions. Okay, let the thought process sink it through, right? Let the thought process sink it through and then take the decision few days later, right? And I'm not talking about buying a book or buying a phone or anything like this. I'm talking about big decisions, life decisions, like buying a car, buying a house, marriage, engagement, all those things. Okay, or helping somebody also, right? All those helping somebody in a big way. I'm talking about trusting somebody. Okay, all right. You have to understand Gemini Rashi itself has got two heads as a couples, right? Couple. So there are two heads. So you got to be careful in managing the two heads. Yeah, it's a dual Rashi. I also published a video about all the 12 Rashis and 3, 6, 10, 11 Upachaya. Watch that, you will understand a little bit more about Gemini as well. Okay, and it's a natural third house in the Kalpurush. Okay, now coming back also, don't keep everything in the right head, right? Don't keep it. Take a piece of paper, write everything down. Do the pros and cons. Okay, Gemini moon, Gemini Lagna people are very street smart. Okay, the street smart will only take you up, it can also bring you down. So you want to be very careful about it. They may not even study well, they don't care about education, right? When I say when they don't care, they don't need to be smart to kind of do the education process. That's what I mean, right? They will study well, it's not the point. They don't need to be learn things that that will help them, right? No, they are street smart people. Okay, because of the mercurial energy here. So here again, Aditi is the deity here, right? For Punarvasu Nakshatra and Kashyapa Maharishi. I've also published a video on Kashyapa Maharishi and the lineage and all his 13 wives. So watch that, you will get a little bit of the understanding. Now, mother of all gods is Aditi. Okay, she is a mother for everybody, care, food, shelter, protection, warmth, everything, right? In a way, you can really know in your chart whether you have, if you have moon in Punarvasu, is it really good or is it really not good, just by the relationship with your mother. If you have very good relationship with your mother, that means your moon has to be really good in Punarvasu with strength. Okay, with strength, like close to a full moon and probably a benefic aspecting it without any malefic interference. Otherwise there will be issues and separation from mother and mother side also, the entire mother side family as well, depending on the strength of the moon. That is the most important thing. Okay, all right. Other than Aditi, we also know that Lord Rama was born with moon in Punarvasu, 4th pada in Cancer. Okay, even though he's born 4th pada in Cancer. So Rama's connection also comes to Punarvasu. Rama himself is a Dasa avatar, Vishnu's reincarnation, right? And he's kind of taking the avatar of Vishnu. But one of the sole purpose of Rama coming and taking the avatar of Vishnu is to live by the Vedas and show. Because until then, right, Brahma had created all the progeny using the 4 Vedas. One Veda became 4 Vedas, and then created Saptarishis, created all the beautiful things, right? And the Saptarishis were the one who really showed how to live and did all the work. That is where the Gotra comes from, Saptarishis. That is where we have the Saptarishi Mandala, the Big Dipper, and all those things. I've also published a video, watch on that. Okay, the lineage also comes from, after Brahma is the Saptarishis. Okay, so in a way, if you see, right, Rama showed The first avatar in Dasavatar of Vishnu showed how to live by the Vedas. That is the sole purpose of Lord Rama's birth. How one can live by the book, right? And all Hindus should understand this, right? How he has shown that one can live. That is why he is also called as Maryada Purushan in a way. All right? Okay. Now, if you understand, okay, Kashyapa Maharishi, again, because of Aditi, right? I've also published the video, watch it, because Kashyapa Maharishi is one of the rishis where he's famous than his father, Marichi himself. Like Shukracharya more than Bhrigu, Brihaspati more than Angiras, right? Kashyapa Maharishi is also one. Same thing we also saw about Ravana's video where Indrajit Meghnath is famous than Ravana, in a way. Okay, so that is the most important thing. All right, so Punarvasu again, right? Look at Rama. He had to leave his kingdom. He had to go to the forest, right? 13, 14 years he has to be in the forest. And then he has to come back to take the kingdom. So the first time there is a loss. The second time is where things work for him. He has to leave everything in a way, right? So Moon in Punarvasu people getting ancestral property, family property won't be easy. There will be challenges like Lord Rama had. So watch out for it. I will also give remedies as well in the end, and also watch part 1 for the remedies. Yeah, all right. So remember that there will be some document issue, court case issue, something will come. Okay, Moon and Punarvasu issue, you will have a court case. So be aware of it. Yeah, it can be some legal case. And the reason is also Lord Rama had to undergo all these things. And today's world, if you take that, understand from Ramayana, it's like a legal case, court case. Yeah, okay. So again, but Punarvasu people wealthy again, which means first time there is a loss, second time only you're going to get it. That is what wealthy again means, right? And again, wealth doesn't have to be just money, gains, materialism, knowledge, right? Any of those things, even ethics. First time there is an issue. Remember that, okay? There is, Moon and Punarvasu people have issues with loss of family. For the first time it can happen. Rama had same thing happened, okay? Then any getting time into marriage first time can be an issue, right? That also can be an issue. Family wise also can be an issue, but the second time will work if the first time things doesn't work. Remember this also, okay? If the first time doesn't work, and I'm not telling you that all the time the first time won't work for Moon and Punarvasu. No, it depends on the strength of the moon, it depends on the Mahadasa, everything today, okay? All right. But Moon and Punarvasu people are really very good, very humble, very nice at heart, right? They sacrifice a lot, like what Lord Rama did, Aditi did, right? They are very selfless behavior, no selfishness, nothing. Very nice. They will learn ethics and they will demonstrate ethics and warmth and being loyal to people. Okay, they're very sattvic. That is something they need to also become sattvic. That is very important. The reason is because Jupiter is an extremely sattvic planet, and this is Jupiter's Mula Trikona Nakshatra, favorite nakshatra, which is, so Jupiter, other two nakshatras are, other than Punarvasu is Visakha and Purabhadrapada. But this is where Jupiter's favorite nakshatra, the strength of Jupiter is here, the core energy of sattvic energy. So if you have Moon in Jupiter, be aware you have to be a sattvic person in food as well. Yeah, very important. That is where you will see the success. Aditi himself, she herself has to rather sacrifice the 8th born child, Vivaswan, right, for the larger betterment of the universe. So there is a sacrifice with children as well. If you see the family issue, there is a sacrifice, okay? Jupiter itself is, if you see, right, because it's a very blessed nakshatra, but it's also karmic. Yeah, very divine, very sattvic. There is the duality part as well. As the first time doesn't work, second time will work. Yeah, the people will have a very strong inclination for business, Punarvasu nakshatra people. But watch out, I will share that piece also in a minute. Okay, and anything with even daycare, anything with travel, anything with taking care of old people, homes, old age homes, healthcare systems, right? Restaurants, hotels, motels, hostels, resorts, Airbnbs, right? then hospitality work, right? Hotel apartments as well, armed forces, military, right? Philosopher, change management, right? It can be within a company, it can be within the government as well. Okay, any laws working around protection of the environment, protection. If you see in the US, right, California is the first state where you get all the rules for protection coming in, and then only the other states follow, right? Same thing, home, anything with home, transportation, safety, recycling business is very important here. Recycling, like closed loop. Think about the Coke bottles, the Pepsi bottles, the PET, right? You have it and throw it and it gets recycled again. Paper business of recycling, same thing. Clothing business of recycling, same thing. Punarvasu. The reason recycling comes is it's a queer of arrows, right? The arrows goes and it comes back to the same spot again. Same thing, you have the Pepsi bottle, it goes and comes back and it's used in the system again multiple times. But the queer of arrows is like 2 times. Yeah, I'm sorry, 2 times. So, all right. Now, let's look at some key remedies. Aditi is the Rishi. I mean, Aditi is not the Rishi, my mistake. Aditi is the deity here, the mother, right? Taking care of motherly people. It can be your mother or any motherly people in the family as well. Or you see in a supermarket or a grocery store, right? You see that. So you see the same thing of taking care. Feeding poor people. There was always a shloka I remember as a child growing up is Om Aditi Devo Bhava. Yeah? Then Om Acharya Devo Bhava, Aditi Devo Bhava. Okay? Aditi, Vishnu is the deity as well, other than Aditi. Okay? Om Aditye Namaha, Om Kashyapaya Namaha, Om Vishnuve Namaha. Saptarishi, of course, is Kratu, Kriya, Sannati. Om Kratuve Namaha, Kriyaya Namaha, Sannatiye Namaha. Okay? So remember that as well. And then, I'm trying to think. I've already given in terms of the nakshatra number and everything in the first session itself, and the nakshatra temple also. It's like the first part. There's 2 times or 12 times is the number, either 2 or 12. Yeah. Okay. Now, another important thing I wanted to share is also, other than the number, is I would say that there is a temple of Aditi. Okay, there is a temple of Aditi in Kerala. Okay, I've not been there, but I've heard it's a beautiful temple. It's called Aditi Devalayam Temple. Okay, in Kerala. It's in a place called Payanur. Okay, Aditi Devalayam Temple in a place called Payanur in Kerala. Right, please go to the temple. Right, when moon is in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Right, it can be in Gemini or it can be in Cancer. Cancer is better, but moon has to be with strength without Rahu, Ketu, Saturn affliction. Okay, now even this is for everybody. People who want to become a mother after marriage, or there are issues with your mother, right? Or you want to get pregnant and get married, right? And you're not able to have a child, right? This is the place to go. Okay, this is also the place to go. This is just not only with moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra people. This can be with anybody, and you have to go when moon is in Punarvasu Nakshatra in transit, and moon has to be its strength without any conjunction with Saturn, Rahu or Ketu. Yeah, this is a very important remedy. Please note and follow this. All right, luck for you guys will change at 26, 30, 33, 42. 26, 30, 33, 42, because it's also a broken nakshatra. So I'm giving you a few numbers because of the broken nakshatra, and it's moving from a dual rashi to a movable rashi. Okay. Again, if you see, right? Okay. This is a dual nakshatra. This nakshatra has a very strong inclination towards business. Okay. And it's sitting in a dual rashi. Usually when you have moon, lagna and dual rashis, right? With dual rashis mean Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, the 4 corners, right? You have moon on lagna, right? You will typically want to do business. And these are the people who may have multiple business also, right? Here is the catch. Okay, here is the catch. I would always tell you, one thumb rule is, if you are a Jupiter ascendant, okay, Sagittarius or Pisces, when Mercury Mahadasha comes, be careful. do business slow, steady, keep all the documents, go by the process protocols. Don't have multiple businesses because it will give you a problem. Okay, it will give you a problem. Remember this. Okay, all right. Okay, the bigger problem is, I'll tell you, is if you are a Gemini ascendant or if you are a Virgo ascendant, okay, or moon in Gemini, moon in Virgo, and you're having Jupiter Mahadasa, this is where you have to be careful, because Jupiter is a very highly rated benefic. It wants you to do sattvic and dharmic things and not business. Okay, and it's the seventh house is a Maraka, Badaka, Kendra, Adhipati dosha as well. And for Gemini, its seventh is like a Monatrikona. So this you have to be very careful, guys. Yeah. Okay. Now there may be a question. My Lagna is in a Jupiter Lagna, right? And Rashi is in a Mercury thing, right? It is tricky. Lagna holds the weightage here in the chart. So as I said, if your Lagna is in Jupiter and Rashi, Moon is in Mercury, and your Mercury Mahadasa is running, you, as I told you, you want to keep all the documents ready, protocols ready, process ready, right? You want to keep everything by the book, and you want to make sure you are not taking any risk in the business, and don't do partnerships. This is also the other thing. The dual business people, right? When this Mahadasas of opposite planet, Jupiter Lagna, Mercury Mahadasa, Mercury Lagna, Jupiter Mahadasa, right? Don't do joint business, partnership business. That is important as well. Okay. Don't take any risk. Keep all your documents ready, protocols ready, follow the process, etc. This is extremely important. Yeah, extremely important. I'm just telling you. But in general, again, moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra, right? First time doesn't work, second time will work. Okay, in general, that is the rule. Always do the remedies as I mentioned, right? And this is excellent and apt for this nakshatra in a way. It is a very good nakshatra. It's a blessed nakshatra, but it's got some karmic baggage with it. That's the point. Yeah. And Jupiter nakshatras are also the nakshatra where you will see it is coming in the exaltation Rashi of Jupiter. As we speak, right, Jupiter is right now in Cancer, right, in the exaltation Rashi, and in conjunct with Venus also, right? It's really beautiful in a way, right? When you see Jupiter sitting in exaltation Rashi, right, and sitting in its own nakshatra Punarvasu in exaltation, which is Pushkara, Navamsa, and Vargottama. Yeah, as we speak, because Moon and Mercury are sitting along with Sun in Gemini. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful, and follow the remedies, and everything will be good. Yeah, please share your comments in the comment section. That would be helpful. Okay. Jai Shri Krishna. Om Aditi Devo Bhava. Om Kashyapaya Namaha. Om Aditiye Namaha. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.